Hey guys, King of Charmanders here, and today I bring to you the best Gunlance guide, tips and tricks for the meta. This video shows my complete guide for Gunlance. This weapon is pretty easy to operate, but there are some combos that were hard to figure out. Thank you to the Niantic staff that pre-briefed us on the Gunlance, and it helped a lot. And thanks to being a Capcom creator and playing the Season 2 demo at Summer Game Fest Playdays, I was one of the first hunters in the entire world to play the Gunlance. So it was super cool, and it was a huge honor. Alright, let's jump right into it. Here we have the Gunlance basic mechanics. As with everything else, you tap to attack. Now with lances, there's something cool you can do. So if you tap on the upper part of your screen, you will attack vertically / upwards. As you see an example, if you tap vertically right here, tap up, you see that line, tap up on that line, your lance will attack up. Useful for hitting weak spots you cannot reach. On the other hand, you tap on the lower part of your screen, you see below that line, you will attack straight ahead. Again, very useful for attacking weak spots or targeting specific monster parts that you want to hit. And as with anything with a cool shield, you tap and hold to guard. So just like the charge blade, the lance, and the sword and shield, you can tap and hold to guard. In addition, if you tap and hold, you'll glow red, and if you release it, you will use a charged shell attack like you see in this example right here. Next up, we have how to reload your shells, and you could reload shells in 3 ways. Step 1, you tap, hold, then swipe down quickly to reload, like you see in this example right here. Tap, hold, you swipe down really quickly, and bam, you will reload your shells. The second way is to tap after your ammo is empty to reload. If you look at the bottom, the bar is red and says reload, which means you're out of ammo. So if you tap after that, you will automatically reload. And the last but not least, the third way, tap and swipe down after an attack. As you see right here, I tap and fire and then swipe down and I will reload. And to confirm, your ammo bar below will show and confirm that you reloaded. Next, we have how to reload your Wyrmstake. Tap, hold, then swipe far down to reload your Wyrmstake. Your ammo bar will confirm that your Wyrmstake is reloaded. As you see, it's at where I'm pointing to, it's right next to your ammo bar. You must have a Wyrmstake loaded to perform a Wyrmstake Shot. So that one, you can't do a Wyrmstake Shot. But what's a Wyrmstake Shot? Well, here's how to Wyrmstake Shot / cannon combos. So it's called Wyrmstake Cannon in World, but when we had the Niantic briefing, they said shot, so I'm going to call it the Wyrmstake Shot. And the Wyrmstake Shot is one of the most powerful Gunlance attacks. Now there are 3 combos that perform the Wyrmstake Shot. For the first combo, we have the basic combo. Step 1, tap. Step 2, tap. Step 3, you must tap. And finally, for step 4, you must tap. But if you tap, 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 you will get the Wyrmstake Shot like you see in this example right here. I know it's boring, but that's what it is. You simply tap, 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 and tap. Next up, we have combo number 2, and I call this the guard stance combo because, well, you have to get in a guard before you can do it. Step 1, you tap to hold. Step 2, you swipe up to do the rising slash, and you swipe up again for step 3 to do an overhead smash. For step 4, you will swipe up and do a wide sweep, and then for step 5, you will tap. And then after you do that, you will perform the Wyrmstake Shot. And look at all that great damage. For the third and final combo of the Wyrmstake Shot, we have combo number 3, the chain combo. Now the reason I call it the chain combo is because for step 1, you tap. For step 2, you swipe down to quick reload. For step 3, you will swipe up and do an overhead smash. Next at step 4, you will do a wide sweep. And for step 5, you will tap, resulting in a Wyrmstake Shot. Although this is the most complicated combo, this combo will keep your ammo loaded. This also allows you to combo into a BurstFire after doing a Wyrmstake Shot. But what's BurstFire? Well, here's how to BurstFire. And there are 2 combos that perform the BurstFire. Starting off with the first combo, we have the guard stance combo. Step 1, tap and hold. Step 2, swipe up to do a rising slash. Step 3, swipe up to do an overhead smash. Step 4, you tap, and then bam, there is BurstFire. For the second combo, we have the chain combo. Step 1, you will tap. Step 2, you swipe down a quick reload. Step 3, you will swipe up for an overhead smash. And then step 4, you will tap. And this equals BurstFire. And here's an important note. BurstFire's number of hits is determined by how much ammo you have before you perform it. As in this example you see, if you have 4 shells loaded, you will do 4 hits with BurstFire. And that is exactly how I feel when I use the BurstFire. Next we have the Lateral Thrust, which is a very basic combo that can be looped until you run out of ammo. Step 1, you swipe up to do a Lateral Thrust, and then step 2, you tap. And you will literally repeat this until you run out of ammo and have to reload. Next we move on to shelling types. And the Gunlance has something called shelling types, and there are 3 shelling types for the Gunlance. First we have normal ammo, which caps at 5 ammo. It has a high ammo capacity and increases the power of BurstFire, but the blast range is average. Next, for the second type, we have the long shell, which caps out at 3 ammo. It has an average ammo capacity and increases the power of charged shelling, which you tap and hold. It has a wide blast range with long reach. And last but not least, we have the final shelling type. We have the wide shell. The wide shell caps at 2 ammo. It has a low ammo capacity and increases the power of shelling, which are your basic attacks. It has poor reach, but very wide blast range. On to the next one, and we have dodging and back hopping. Swipe left or right to dodge. And you can swipe down to back hop. Both can be used to avoid attacks, and you can also use dodging / back hopping to cancel your next attack and dodge out the way. But keep in mind, if you cancel your next attack, you have to restart at step 1 of whatever combo you were performing. And what's better than dodging? Perfect dodging and perfect guarding. By timing your dodge or guard correctly, you will do a perfect dodge / guard and take no damage. You can also do this when you back hop to perform a perfect dodge. As you see right here, back hop, perfect dodge. And performing a successful perfect dodge or guard will increase your ammo by 1. Like you see here in perfect guard, bam, I'm about to perfect guard, and then you will see my ammo go up by 1. And finally, we have the special skill, Wyrmstake. Let forth a powerful artillery shot developed using the most advanced technology available. You are invincible while using your special skill. And here's the special skill levels and power. Level 1 is 100%, level 2 is 105%, and level 3 is 110%. It does 3 hits no matter what shelling type you use via all these video examples. So here's normal ammo, bam, we'll do 3 hits. Next, we have, I think, long ammo, and then that's gonna do 3 hits, followed by wide ammo. And no matter what, again, that's going to do 3 hits. So keep this in mind when you're about to fire a Wyvern's fire, you're going to triple hit the monster no matter what shelling type you are using. And now we have the skills and builds for the Gunlance. Artillery is the new skill released for the Gunlance. This increases damage of Gunlance's ammo / Wyvern fire attacks by 10% to 40% depending on the level. And Artillery level 5 will be the premier build for the Gunlance. That will be the meta. However, Burst is also worth looking into because Wyrmstake shots easily activate Burst. One Wyrmstake shot will bam activate Burst right away. Now here's the thing, offensive guard level 5 can be used by those at perfect guarding and good at it, but Gunlance doesn't have any cool guard mechanics or techniques like power guard for the lance and guard points for charge blades. Lastly, here are my tips and tricks for the Gunlance. Take advantage of the quick reload in between basic attacks to mix combos. So you tap, swipe down, and then you can mix combos using that mechanic. Gunlance has an extended amount of range, so about 1 to 3 hops away. I've tested this myself. You go like 1, 2, 3. Again, it has a good amount of range if you use it. However, be careful because if you are too far away, you can't use BurstFire and Wyrmstake Shot. You'll actually dash towards the monster instead, or it'll just fire in thin air. Don't forget you can guard block roars as well as Sisiaku's flash attack. And finally, inflicting poison is amazing with the Gunlance. Poison buildup with Wyrmstake Shot is insane. I hope all you Gunlance mains are loving the new weapon type. I really want to rocket though. I can't believe we can't rocket attack. I really wish that was in here, but you know what? You can't fly all over the map. Otherwise, that'd be too OP. Look out for more of my Season 2 content with Gunlance builds coming soon. Please do me a huge favor. This video took a long time. I literally looked at it. I was like, you know what? This isn't that bad. And then I look at my canvas for editing and I'm like, this was ridiculous. So I had Hey Niantic Director praise me. Thank you, Mark. I hope you're watching this. I really appreciate you. And that's why I really wanted to make this guide really, really good. But also, this took a long time. So for the rest of you, please like, subscribe, and comment for the YouTube algorithm. Good luck on your grinds. I hope y'all are having a ton of fun with Season 2 and the Gunlance, and I will see y'all on the next video.